Hey guys, welcome back to our journey to the west. We're currently at Zhongshan Industrial City in the Guangdong province, located in southern China. Last episode, we walked through a massive village and we do a fair bit of exploration. In today's episode, we will talk to more locals while we walk. We walk across a huge bridge today that overpassed a river, which eventually ended up in the Pearl River. Now, the Pearl River is the river that the British used to do business and sell opium to the Qing dynasty 100 years ago. Grab a drink, be relaxed. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
We come from that little town over there, and we're gonna have to go that way. And today's walk is gonna be 4.5 hours. Really cloudy today, which is really nice for me to walk because there's no sun, right? It's not super hot. But if it starts to rain, it's gonna become another problem for us. But yeah, right now it's perfect. Cloudy, but no rain. Look, on the sidewalk, you can see it's kind of not getting taken care of. This city is Zhongshan. You can tell it's kind of different in Zhuhai, where Zhuhai is more of a more modern city. It has more tourist visits. This place you see is pretty nice, right? So I guess that's the reason why they have it up everywhere. The environment is getting taken care of, whereas Zhongshan, I think it is industrial city, bunch of factories here, not many population in terms of service, and also there's not as many tourists here as in Zhuhai. So this is a more realistic situation here in China. She's falling asleep watching a live stream. That's the thing with Chinese now. There's so many middle-aged Chinese auntie and uncles. There's on the internet, playing TikTok, which is the international version, but in China it's called Douyin. It's pretty much the same thing, short form contents. And they also got these live streams, which usually they just post like family dramas between relatives, and this middle-aged Chinese, a massive amount of them. I just love this kind of content. On the other hand, younger people, especially people above 30 years old, they are spending less and less time online because those are the demographic of the people that works the hardest, from mid-20s to like all the way up to 40s. They have to work like really long hours, overtime, because at that age you got kids. A lot of them parents are getting old, so they needed more money, maybe for medical reasons. It's quite interesting to know that the driving force of the Chinese internet users is actually this middle-aged Chinese auntie and uncles. We're gonna have to continue to walk down this really quiet little path here. Infrastructures here in China sometimes is really amazing. You got this really nice crosswalk, you got the bike lane over there. Everything looks really legit. You have a massive a junction intersection here in the middle of nowhere. This is the very outskirt of Zhongshan City. Bunch of factories, there's one here, a bunch of factories over there, I can see it. But yeah, they still have a quite relatively clean intersection and sidewalks. Look at the stickers here. It says, "Lady drivers, be careful. Please be careful, I'm a lady driver." they kind of fully embrace the stereotypes of females, especially Chinese females, bad at driving. You can see a bunch of these stickers in China on the cars. Most of them warning you they are female drivers, so be patient with them. Again, bunch of factories and warehouse on this street. I've been seeing factories everywhere once I'm in Zhongshan. This is definitely an industrial city. I think it was back then in the Qing dynasty where this region of Canton is where the people do business with foreigners. The very first time the Western Europeans made it to China, the Qing dynasty doing business with Portuguese back in Macau over there, we made it through the custom. Well, if you look at this and you're thinking, there must be a really long process going through. It's really not. And later on, it was the British. They made it to Canton by the Pearl River. That's a massive river next to all the cities in Canton regions that they again do business in Canton a little bit further in China now. And again, British kind of wanna made it all the way to Shanghai, which is again much closer to the massive cities deep in China, but it got denied by the Qing emperor at the time, so they remained to do business here in Canton. That's why you see a lot of business and factories here in the Canton region. It's because it was developed early on, like 150 years ago. So this region is kind of the first commercial industrial regions in China. I'm gonna have to use the toilet in the shopping mall over here. Looks quite a small compared to other malls in China. Look, they got a praying place even next to the mall entrance. And again, the ancient warrior that I talk about, his name is Guan Yu. People pray to him. Now he's inside the shopping mall. The owner of the mall must be a really superstitious, most likely elderly people. And you got this bunch of massage chairs in China you can use. They're usually inside a mall or in the airport or in the train stations. You scan the QR code and you can choose a different patterns of massage. I've never tried it before. I'm not sure they're comfortable. I'm not sure how regularly that they clean the chair, but it looks pretty clean to me. I know you're not supposed to recording in the toilet. I'm just gonna quickly show it. It's pretty clean if you got a toilet in shopping mall. There's a sitting one, there's a squatting Asian toilet here. It's pretty clean, huh? So it's not always the toilet that are dirty in China. 可以拍一下你吗？你们像这样工作1个月多少工钱？4000多。4000多。对。你觉得这个价钱怎么样？价钱还可以。辛苦吗？那这样你觉得？最近我只是拍拍照，如果有事可以就处理一下。那你一天这样工作多少个小时啊？早上7点。7点。7点能做到晚上7点人就下班了。哦，那12个小时啊，那还是挺久的。对，那就是要一直这样站着，没有人给你轮班吗？有，
他因为有些人有事嘛，要回去吃饭，有可能帮他站一下。
不过你觉得还挺轻松的哈？
对啊，
还不错，我也觉得不错，还挺凉的，这里空调也不会很热哈，不用站在外面。
对，站在外面的话还更热。
挺好的。
对。
你怎么称呼？
阿涛。
阿涛。
对。
谢谢你，我姓孔。OK，谢谢你，拜拜。
拜拜。
What a nice little kid. Well, he's not little, but I don't know why I say he's a little kid. Young adult again. Above 4K is pretty good. Of all the people that we interview, I think his job is pretty decent here. This mall right here in general is pretty clean. I see a lot of cleaners inside wiping the floors. Yeah, they do take care of the employees. And looks like it's raining. I don't think we need our raincoat now because it's pretty big and it's gonna be pretty hot. But maybe I'll put the hat on. This is a delivery hub. You got a big truck and you have this tiny little, almost like a motorbike with a container at the back. These little carts go around and make delivery to the nearby neighborhoods where the big trucks go a further distance into different part of the city. Online shopping is a big way of people buying things nowadays, so this kind of delivery networks is everywhere. They have tons of employees. You see them all the time when you're in China. Right now it's raining a little bit, so I put the hat on and we gonna have to continue to walk that way. And I think we're gonna come across a river up there. Check this out, guys. You have this kind of plants in your country. When you touch the leaves, it closes up. Look. It's kind of funny, huh? It kind of shut down. And it will open back up, I think in a few minutes. See, I can turn them off just by touching them. In China, they call it the shine grass. Well, that's the direct translation. I don't really know. I think they have a name in English. There's another bunch of this. Shut it down. Go to sleep. It's pretty interesting. You guys have that in your country? Let me know what's the name you call this kind of plants. Remember those beans from the tree back in Zhuhai? I feel like you can eat this. Some kind of vegetable. Look, I found the actual bean here in Zhongshan city. This must be beans, some kind of a bunch of them. I think you can eat it. Yep, I saw the map. There's a river at down there. There's a bridge. We came from there all the way. I think we can walk on the bridge. Yeah, it looks like a sidewalk here. Looks like a factory for sand, but it's pretty abandoned. Has all the grass growing on the machine getting rusty. This is the first time I'm on a massive bridge. Walk across it, and you know what? It actually shakes. I didn't know that. It vibrates. Is it even safe? I can feel the whole ground is shaking. You got some Chinese men fishing here, and this is one of the shrimp for the Pearl River here in Canton. This river here is quite tiny. There's one much bigger one that way. I don't think we're gonna come across the Pearl River anymore because it's just all the way to the east direction. It's pretty far from us. I hope you can walk on this bridge. I'm not exactly sure. I hope I'm not breaking any rules. Look at these houses. Was built right next to this bridge with highways. Must be pretty noisy with all the trucks passing by. A farm, banana trees, some kind of fish farm, I guess. So they have a pedestrian crossing sign here. I guess you can actually walk on the bridge, right? Oh, oh, we should go. Woo. Oh my God. That was dangerous. I didn't even see the truck coming. Woo! Finally finished. We walked all the way over there. Such a long bridge. It took about, I don't know, 30 minutes. Feels like forever. Super loud as well. I can hardly hear myself. And that was our first bridge. Oh, so loud. That was our first bridge in our journey. I bet there are many more bridges to walk, but I don't really like it. It is loud, it is dangerous, but the view is pretty nice. You got a river, you got a high point to overlook the farmland. Now I start to understand why the e-scooters riders honk you when they're approaching you, not because you're blocking the way, but most of the time because they want to warn you that they are overtaking you, right? So they don't want you to like suddenly walk like sideways or put your hand out and cause an accident. I didn't know that before, but now I think that's the main reason why they honk. It's kind of satisfying watch them shut down the lifts. I remember when I was a kid, I used to do this. It's pretty fun. So the sign is blinking green with the pedestrian cross, so I guess just cross with cautious. Wow. Middle of nowhere. Literally not even a town. Some of apartment buildings over there, but it looks pretty far away, at least 1 or 2 kilometers away. But a bunch of cars. It's quite busy with traffic. And I bet there's a bunch of snakes in there. Oh, come on. Sidewalk is finished. I was about to say it was so nice for them to build this kind of walk, and you got barricade separating you and the cars. But apparently it's finished, no more. See? All the cars are coming on my way. I'm gonna run for it again. Luckily it's not too far, it's about 50 meters. I'm just gonna walk quickly. Woo! Just in time for the truck. That was the apartment buildings that we saw over there. Massive. Looks like about 30 stories. Let's check out the map. That's the beginning of the bridge. We walk all the way here. Now we're gonna turn left and walk west. Walk kind of northwest over there. That's the bridge. I can't imagine how people back then in the ancient days, how they cross the river. Maybe they have like small boats. They charge for a fee to carry you across. If you don't have any boats, oh man, you're gonna walk for like days to just cross that river. And I'm really glad that we got a sidewalk on the bridge. The app just took us on the road that we can actually walk. It's not like showing us on the highway or somewhere that we kind of illegal to walk on. So that's really nice. I'm really surprised that the Chinese apps actually understand that you are walking instead of driving. Okay guys, look. This is, I'm pretty sure it's a snake.